There's mass panic everywhere. There's squirrels on fire, guys. Squirrels.
Not the squirrels.
They're roasting their nuts.
Hey, roast squirrel is actually quite tasty.
Yeah.
Makai's gonna look to the others and Makai's gonna look to the others and say, "All right, let's try to put as many as we can, and also we need to look for Arya and Down."
Any idea where they? Well,
It could be anywhere. We should get going, though.
they'd likely go somewhere familiar first, and we haven't been all that many places in the city.
True.
Todd's whiskey.
That would be the most familiar place. Also, the blacksmith or Arya's imaginary shop.
Yeah, remember that one time where you got super drunk at that one place? Yeah.
Like you.
You remember Micaiah, don't you? Oh, slaps her back. Or slaps her back.
Yeah, I remember. Good times.
The joke is he wasn't there for that session, so he didn't remember much.
We
Because
can't
honestly-
go back to the alchemist.
Wait, what?
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you said something about an alchemist.
Oh yeah, it's fine. You go.
Probably that you've also been the alchemist.
Well, yes, but we just came from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not exactly properly equipped to deal with the fires. So,
Is there anything, any like buckets or anything in the building we're in at the moment?
You are not in a building. You're in an open space in the open plaza.
Okay. Are there?
But you do not
buckets
see any
lying
buckets
about?
nearby. However, you do see many residents carrying buckets.
we
running
take their buckets and we use them ourselves.
running from one place to a burning building where they throw it, and then running back towards some other place. So you can easily put two and two together, unless you're super stupid and got an int of 5 or something. I don't know. But you can easily tell that they are going somewhere, getting water and bringing it back.
Yeah.
And you can also probably tell that more than likely they have extra buckets to help out, because you see a lot, and I mean a lot, of civilians helping out, putting out fires.
Sky's gonna start heading toward where people seem to be getting the water buckets. Well, she glances behind her to see if the others are coming with.
Yeah, Sky takes the lead.
All right. So Glenn and Sky are heading off. What about you, Micaiah?
I just said I was going with them.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't hear that. All right, so you three are heading off. You three are heading off in the direction of where these ungulates and humans and other humans are getting their water and buckets from. Meanwhile, back at Master Tarragon, that old man you just kind of left alone in a really big fire, citywide fire. I'm just saying. I'm just kidding. After a few seconds, you see that Robin does come, or not you see, but Robin does come back and rejoin his master. But they are another side of the story. So joining back with you guys, you all make it through this. You all are running closer to where you would assume the middle of town would be. It doesn't seem quite as packed with what's called apartments or buildings or shops of any kind, but you do see this massive water fountain in the center of this kind of a big open plaza that seems to stem out into different directions. Like imagine a circle, and then imagine multiple different alleyways sticking out from it and going off into their own directions in the city. That's kind of what it looks like, and a giant fountain in the middle.
So a hub and spokes.
Yes,
pattern.
like a hub. Yeah. That's the design of it. The giant fountain in the middle, and you can tell that the citizens are running from whatever street they're coming from and grabbing water from this said fountain that is easily 30 feet tall, ornately built with what's that? Ivory. There we go. Made of ivory and depicting a few figures at the top that are doing that statue thing, like spouting water from their mouths. Yeah, they're statues. They're doing their statue thing, being solid. But
Being statues.
yeah, being statues is the most important job ever. All the citizens appear to be grabbing water from the bottom of the fountain, usually where you throw coins in or something like that. I don't know, weird traditions. But they appear to be filling the bucket with that water and taking them to wherever they need. You see a lot of scurrying and a lot of rushed running. You can see a few people slip and drop their buckets of water, getting up a few moments later, assisted by other civilians, getting back up and running back for more water before disappearing to wherever it is that we're going. You can see a few public officials, mostly the guardsmen, being leading people on, calling them over to get water, and also directing them so that it doesn't seem more like a panic, but more like an organized flow of traffic. You can also tell that they do, in fact, have more buckets to the side being brought over through carriages, giving them out to people who don't have buckets but would like to help. And that is the scene that you see once you get to this area, after following the civilians that were coming back for water.
Sky glances around to see if there are any barrels for water.
There do not appear to be barrels for water.
So that she can carry rather a lot.
No, there don't appear to be barrels full of water. Sorry.
Alas.
Alas, 'twas not to be.
Alas, the career is going.
Oh, everybody's been gone then. No.
All right, so after not finding barrels full of water, what do you do?
I suppose she goes over to the people that are handing out boring old plain buckets and grabs a couple.
There's a hole in my bucket.
Oh no.
no.
There's a snake in my boot.
That's not buckets of
Get
fun.
used to it.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Somebody's poisoned the water.
Somebody poisoned the fountain.
Oh no.
Somebody's poisoned the water fountain. Good thing we're not drinking it.
It's okay. I
Somebody's-
can purify food and drink.
Somebody's put accelerants in the water fountain.
Oh.
We're going at super speed.
Those griffins aren't flying, they're falling with style.
Toy Story references. All right, so after a few moments of, not even a few moments, after like a moment of yelling at people to give you buckets, you are given buckets that are full of water, and they don't really know how to hand them to you. So they just kind of hang them on your horns.
On your horns, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. So they give you multiple buckets. I'll say your horn's pretty big. I'll say they gave you like 4 buckets, 2 on each horn for you to carry. So Micaiah and Glenn, you both do the same, right? Go over for buckets.
Yes. Grab a few buckets.
She
right.
also gets out one of her ropes and ties it in such a way that she can have like a harness over her back and carry another pair strapped across her back.
Do the thingy, the monk thing where it's like it's a pole on your back and you got like 2 buckets of water on them.
Yeah, but just the rope.
And as Sky walks on with the bucket, she's like, "Let's get down to business."
The same thing I would.
To put out
To put out these
The
fires.
What a great song.
What a great
It
song.
rhymed and everything.
Yes. To defeat the fire. Tranquilize, something, something, blah, da,
I don't know any of the
da,
rest.
And fire.
and fire.
And I'll make a cow
This
out of
video
you.
monetized. If we
Oh, no.
Anyway, moving on. So Arya, you get buckets full of water. Glenn, you also get buckets of water. All right, you actually have hand-like things.
Glenn
So-
has graspers.
Yeah, you got graspers.
And she can also fly, so she doesn't have to wait in line.
Yeah, Micaiah. So how are they giving you buckets on your horns?
She has many branches on her antlers. They can hold many buckets.
I'm wondering, how are you carrying your buckets, Micaiah?
I sprites.
Every ice sprite gets a mini bucket. They get a cup.
Alright.
Hold on. Let Micaiah speak. How are you carrying yours, Micaiah?
I can imagine like Micaiah's carrying some on her antlers, and then her ice cream be carrying like one or two.
I
There you
mean,
go.
like, are you okay with them like smacking you on the side of the head?
As
It
you
seems
walk.
like that would
Knocks herself out.
because like the deer antlers are close to your head than like the cow ones that stick out, which is why I was wondering.
Well, she
Oh,
can
no.
hold one in her mouth.
To her head.
No, they're up high and kind of toward the back. they're behind her head.
All right, fair enough.
Also, Micaiah is basically the party caster. Does she have any magic to help carry buckets? Mage hand?
She don't have any company. She don't have any teaching.
All right, fair enough.
For
All
that
right,
matter,
so
why
say-
doesn't any of you have the Great Water spell?
Because they didn't prepare it.
clerics.
I didn't prepare it.
You can try. It only takes a minute.
Wait, what?
Didn't it take like an hour?
Yeah, I can't just prepare spells out of nowhere.
No, I thought it doesn't it say like a minute per spell or spell level or something like that?
At the beginning of the day, I've already prepared my spells.
Oh, well, then I've been abusing that power.
Oh no.
Long con.
Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Spells in
Alright, well-
quotation marks.
All right, whatever. But I still followed the rules of, I only get so many spell slots. So it
Well, yes, I should hope so.
It evened out, so shut up.
I cast all the spells.
No, I don't abuse that power. If I'm out of spells, I'm out of spells, and I gotta deal with tough shit. Anyway, getting back to this. So, Micaiah, you have 2 buckets, 1 on each horn, and your ice sprites are carrying together 1 bucket on your back with you. Glenn, you got 2 in your hands,
And one in the beak.
1 in the beak. 2 in the hands, 1 in the beak, 1 in the bush. Anyway, so you guys are running where? Back to where the general area of the plaza of where you had Master Tarragon back there?
I mean, just wherever there's fires that need to be put out, I guess.
Everywhere. I'm just saying, there's a lot of smoke and fire, but you can either start putting out fires here in the closest fires to the fountain, because this area is relatively smoke free because it's right next to the water, or you can go back to that plaza area where you first came in through the portal. That's your 2 choices of where you're going to go to start putting out fires. Yeah, then I did abuse that power, but well, whatever.
Oh, well.
Oh well, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, that those are the 2 choices. You can either start putting out fires the closest here, or you can go back to that plaza and start putting out fires there. Where are you guys going?
Glenn will probably go to the plaza since she can get there easier than people who have to stay on the ground, make return trips quicker.
All right. Sky, where are you going to start put out fires?
Sky is going to actually start searching the town while she carries her water buckets, trying to find Down an Arya if she can. But
Yeah.
if she sees a building that's particularly bad and not getting enough help, she might stop and help there.
All right. Micaiah, where are you starting with your water?
This isn't good.
So, where did the others head off to?
Splitting the party.
Glenn is going back to the plaza where you first came in through the mirror. Sky is just going. She's searching around town while putting out fires, any fire that she can get to. And
I have a lot of
yeah.
buckets.
Makai kind of gonna do the same thing as Sky's doing, but like in a different direction.
And I
Because, like,
will go.
Arya and
tavern
down,
first.
they could literally be anywhere.
Do we know where in the town we are? Like, because we teleported here. Have we ever
Yes.
seen this section before?
Yes, I told you. You are in the plaza where the market, where all the sellers were selling their fruits and vegetables. It was right before that house that a certain Griffin burned down, mostly. You're in that area. You can easily find your way towards Todd's Whiskey from the road you know leads to that, or the other roads that are going in different directions in the city.
I am going to head for Todd's just since that's my only other point of reference.
All right. So Glenn, let's start with you. You go back to the plaza and you start to put out fires. But when all the time that it took you to run towards the center fountain and come back, Robin has finally appeared and is with Master Tarragon. They both appear to be holding some kind of orb, chanting some kind of incantations. You can't understand them. However, you can tell that it is magical in nature. And as they finish chanting from the orb, it looked clear before when you first saw it. It is now filling slowly with water as they were chanting. And as they finished chanting, you see that excuse me, I burped. You see that they point in the direction of a few of the buildings, and a massive stream of clear water bursts forth from this crystal ball, drenching the houses in water, putting out multiple fires. The water seems to break apart. Instead of a continuous stream, it appears to be at some point in its arch breaking apart and becoming more like droplets than anything, splashing on the buildings.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah, they do a fair bit of dousing. That's a word, dousing. Yeah, dousing the fire. Yeah, they do a fair job at dousing quite a number of nearby buildings, to which all the civilians who are working hard to put out those fires are very relieved, and they move on to trying to put out multiple other fires that they didn't get yet. So Robin actually notices you, Glenn, and calls you over by waving his arm around. He sees you in the crowd and waves you over.
Well, she's probably more above the crowd than in the crowd, so she's easier to see.
They're flying people too, just saying.
I'm pretty sure the ground would be more crowded than the air, though.
You ain't the only person that can fly.
What madness is this? Keep the airways clear.
Boy, there are flying races, I'm just saying.
Although both kinds of dowsing might be helpful in this situation.
True enough.
Glenn goes down.
All right. Glenn goes down. She becomes down.
Oh no.
I got down. I totally wasn't Glenn before, like 5 seconds ago. Nope.
Suddenly, Glenn is next to a burning building with Arya.
You thought it was Glenn, but it was I. Down.
Anyway.
The chaos storm has made them switch places.
Oh, no. All right, so, Glenn, as you're descending, you actually notice all across the town, there appear to still be multiple fires releasing black smoke into the air. It appears that the airwaves are actually not the airwaves. The air above you, the sky, appears to be darkening a little bit with all the smoke in it. It seems that it's getting kind of hard to see around town, even from such a good viewpoint in the air. Or at the very least, it's going to start doing that. But for now, it appears it's slowly getting there. So once you descend and are next to Robin and at the Tarragon, you actually see Robin calling down for you again and saying, "I'm glad you're here. I got the orb. This will help us. This will help us put out the fires immensely. However, it takes a great deal of magic to pull it off. We're going to need as much magical help as we can get. Can I count on you, Glenn?"
I'll do my best.
All right. I don't think we should get Master Tarragon in this anymore. I think it's going to have to be me and you. Master Tarragon, even though he is powerful, he can't do much right now in his current state.
Because he's so old.
He's so old.
So old.
So old. He's so old. I mean, like, he could have so many grandchildren. I'm right here. I mean, he's old.
He can't hear us. He's old.
What'd you say, Sonny?
He's got one of those horns he puts in his ear to listen.
Yeah. Like,
He's almost as old as...
It's as if he takes the horn off of his own head.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It's not real. He's just
no.
a horse. He's just a horse.
He's just a horse. Oh my god.
Just keep
my
saying because it's convenient.
He's almost as old as OC.
Oh, burn.
He's getting there.
He's getting there.
It's okay. OC doesn't listen to these.
Also, Scott, you lose inspiration. EO is a hero. I'm just kidding. You don't.
Are you
I'm
saying
just
EO
kidding. He
started this?
wasn't.
Oh, guys, come on. Too harsh.
Well,
Too real.
He tried.
Hey,
To
it
start
was
fire.
my first D&D character. I just went all out. I've gotten better. Just look at Longhorn Con. I've gotten better. You know?
No, I mean with the burning building specifically. He burned down the first one, and then the second one, he's like, maybe I shouldn't burn down buildings with people inside them. And then he saved them. Then he was the hero.
Yeah, I got better. Jesus, don't know me just for one character, especially my first one.
This was like near the end of that campaign, though.
That's true.
I got better after that, and post Pathfinder as well, because that was the first character in that
Our
too.
tank got one shot by the boss. What do? Guiding bolt.
Yeah, who needs heals? Anyway, good job, Micaiah. I like that consistency of the characters. Anyway, so Glenn was like, oh, Robin. So Robin tells you how to use the orb as well. It's like he explains it, but essentially you use up a spell slot and you can create or destroy water, but at to a much bigger effect.
It's empowered.
Yes, it's big. Like there's a ton of water.
It's maximized.
It's
whatever the correct term is for it.
It's in maximum overdrive. Yeah. That was my impersonation.
I nominate down for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
No.
All right, we need to go find out.
All right. Okay. So Glenn, while you are putting out houses with Robin, we're going to switch back to Sky, as you were running around putting out fires, you do in fact find Todd's whiskey. It is on fire, and for now you do not see anyone outside. However, while taking a better look at it, give me a perception check.
Alrighty. Let's see.
See, my campaigns can be action-packed. I just need, a good chance.
18.
All right, with an 18. Sorry, trying to leave out all my coughs because I need some water. I'm trying to leave them out of,
No, you have to say it's the smoke.
Oh, yeah.
I do the same
it's
thing.
smoke.
I mute my mic every time I have
You,
to cough.
you turn away from the mic to take a breath.
Chocolate rain starts raining. No, but yeah, back when I was 30 years old, I could really work it. I could really work my stuff. Well, bam. But now I'm 50. I got this here breathalyzer because this here smoke. They're killing me on the inside. Got the lungs of an eel. An eel doesn't even have lungs. That's the kind of lungs I got.
Everyone hates. Who likes eels? Nobody.
Anyway, so with an
And this
18,
shrieking eel.
with an 18, you do not see anyone outside. However, you do see out of the corner of your eye, out of one of the windows that are still intact, you can see through it that Arya and who you can make out as Arya and Down are in fact inside this building. And actually, from where you are at and where this window is positioned, you can also look into the back room behind the bar, and you can see the vague shape of something else dressed in all black, shuffling around, putting things in a sack. One of those, old-timey, burlap sacks that's like big and, made of burlap.
A burlap sack made of burlap, you say?
Yes, that is, you can see all this scene before your eyes from where you are looking into Todd's whiskey. So you did, in fact, find Arya and Down. So what do you do after this?
I go over to the window with the mysterious figure in black to get a closer look at who the heck.
I just might remind you that I didn't say, but this building is burning, just like everything else. But okay.
It's okay. She's covered in water buckets.
I throw one of my buckets of water at that section of wall and then take a closer look through the window.
No, see, if you're covered in water buckets, it gives you fire resistance.
Obviously, that's how it works, right? The red tunic, that's how it works, right?
Yeah,
totally. And Sky's hair is, a redhead.
Yeah,
she's naturally got fire resistance.
She's a ginger.
Are you going to be adding red and blue tunics to the shops now?
I might. Anyway, so Sky, you are getting a closer look by getting closer to this window, right?
Yes, after making sure it's fire free for that
All right,
part.
yes.
Anyway.
So this particular window does not have much fire around it. You are relatively safe trying to get a better look. And once you're inside, or not inside, once you're suddenly inside, you clip through the wall. No.
Hey, you beat us to it.
Once you are like face first at the window, you can clearly tell that it is a vague humanoid shape leaning over various counters and what's called cupboards, stuffing just pretty much anything it can get its hands on into this burlap sack. Like cutlery, glasses, bottles. Anything really, any kind of containers that are around. You can tell. You can also see that Arya and Midnight are also making their way towards this back room.
Down is off to the side.
I'm sorry, did you just say Arya and Midnight?
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, Arya and her actual IRL player, Midnight, also known as Ben, are walking towards this back room.
Yes, that's really my name, right?
Yes, your name is Ben now.
It's on recording.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. And it's not like you can do anything about removing your own name. It's not like you're the one that edits these.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I got you. I see what you did there, Sky.
I'm totally not going to overlap me actually saying another name when you say it. All right.
Yeah. So like, and Arya's real life IRL counterpart player, John. You know, your name is John now. No,
You stop
but
that.
I should say, while Downa's walking there, she's kind of extinguishing every little fire around them with prestidigitation as they're moving.
all right. So you three are now in this general area. So we can cut back to Arya and Down for a moment.
I'm jealous. This is the only character I've made that doesn't have prestidigitation so far.
Wow, and you've really, this seems like the perfect time to have it.
Ah.
All right, so you three, you three are in this scene. You can all do stuff. So, actually, real quick, Sky, what are you doing now that you know that there's someone essentially, like robbing the place?
Well, and remind me, I heard you describe what he was doing, but I was distracted looking for the no-clip picture. Did you say what he looks like or what he
A
is?
vague humanoid shape dressed in all black.
Okay, well, I got that from when I was far away.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I got a better look when I came up to the window.
Nope, still all black.
Okay.
The ski mask and everything. All black, burlap sack, putting everything in it. Yeah, two of your teammates slowly creeping towards that area. So what do you after you know this, what do you do?
Let's see. Do I have sleight of hoof? I do not, but it's fine. She's going to open the window as quietly as she can.
All right, I'm gonna need a sleight of hand check along with a stealth check, and name which one's which, just so I can have an easier time.
Well,
Wow, you punched through the glass. I'm just kidding.
let's see my other one.
Okay, so you might fumble with the actual window itself and how to open it. However, let's see how much noise you make. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. All right, so with your rolls, you do in fact fumble around with the window a bit. If it's like hook latch and with hooves, it ain't exactly easy to turn the friggin' thing. However, you at the very least did it quietly enough to where it wouldn't make a lot of noise. Then again, the DC wasn't very high. There's a lot of loud fire and wood burning around, so you didn't really have to go high for that.
Started on doorknobs.
Anyway, so you successfully quietly opened the window.
She clearly uses her newly acquired dagger to slip in between the seams to flip the latch up.
She cuts the window open.
Yeah. You Minecraft it. You just punch it enough until it shatters.
I mean, she does have hammers.
Yeah.
And she collects the pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Then she can, make them into like a glass sword or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those items are craftable. Anyway, Sky, you successfully opened this window. What do you do now?
Let's see. What do I do now?
You have two teammates creeping closer to potential danger, and you are at the window. You're at the window on the wall.
Let's see. Well,
Front whiskey to the mall.
If he hasn't heard me, I'm going to try and acrobat my way into the window still without being noticed.
Oh, acrobat.
All right, then.
Do a front flip.
Do a flip.
Perception to notice.
Yeah,
What was that, Arya?
Perception to notice, since he rolled that stealth, and he already noticed us. He, she.
It.
You can't tell with this cow.
Oh no.
Rude.
Yeah, but or do you?
Wait. So, all right, you're asking what exactly?
If I could roll perception to see the sneaking cow right in front of my face.
You see her rolling and tumbling and
it's not
doing
to your
cartwheels.
Hold on. So remember how, when I said it's like the letter T, you're at the bottom and that back room is on the left point? Where Sky was looking, it was essentially on the right point and further because it's a big building. So she is behind you. But yes, you can roll for perception to try. Also down, you can as well if you'd like to.
Oh wait, so they're between me and the thief?
Yes, it's like I said, it's like the letter T, except
Okay,
just make
I
the
got that
point on
mixed
the
up.
right really long because it's a building, and that is essentially how you guys are laid out.
Okay, I didn't realize they had made it that far in, but before I did. So, just want to have that picture in my head.
Okay, what do I not see?
Ooh.
You got a nat 20. You see a lot, dude. But down, you don't notice Sky. You don't hear her at all.
She's a bit busy
Arya,
trying
on the
to
other hand,
have things not fall on them.
yeah, you're too busy putting out the small fires, making sure that you two are relatively safe. Arya, with her nat 20, actually hears Sky with her 9 get in through the window because it was a 9. You successfully went in there, but with the fires burning down the building, it kind of creaks a bit, so it wasn't all that quiet. So Arya, you hear some motion from behind you, and you turn your head quickly to notice what it is. Whereupon you see Sky climbing in through the window.
Sky
Coming
notices that she's
coming out of the window, falling over the window.
Sky notices that she's been noticed and holds up a hoof in silent greeting.
Arya
Covered in
sighs
buckets of water.
and continues what she was doing. And holds up the rapier. And I forgot what word I was using. All right. And then shouts, "Glah!"
Shouts what?
You shout a command word with the sword, and I just assigned it for myself.
She yells, "Command word!" And
Yes,
the sword does the thing.
that is stupid. I'm just saying galere.
Galere?
Rian?
Down is gonna look at
Is
the
it Galere?
sword with interest.
Ah, okay. I was close. I was only one letter off. Okay. So, whatever importance that means,
The importance of that is
you can tell me in PMs. You can tell me in PMs. It's not
no,
important right
actually, it's happening right now. It's just
now. What's important
the
is that
importance
you
of
use
it
the
is
command
Down
word
is feeling it right now. So I
Blah
need
blah
to say
blah
it.
blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter.
Fuck you.
What matters is you turned on the ice.
Yeah.
Cream.
All right. So, with command word, Arya, with command word of I don't know what the fuck that is, galare, and couldn't have just used the word glare, like shining, but all right. So galare, with that cry, Arya, cry, birds cry. That cry, Arya's rapier suddenly becomes engulfed in icy particles. Those like really crappy 3D effects of ice particles and back in old editing software. It kind of looks like that. It's just like the generic snowflake shapes are like.
Oh, you bought the low poly ice rapier.
They're just kind of floating around.
It's not rolling the whole damage. It's only rolling d6. Sorry.
All right, so that is you yelled at, right?
Yes.
All right. So
I haven't done
you
this
yelled at loud enough to where well, you yell something. That's the point. Loudly. So you yell it loud enough to where the voice in the back room hears you say something and responds with, "Oh yeah, did you say something? Are you still there? I thought you were leaving. I'm still tidying up back here, almost done actually. I don't need you coming in."
Now a bit cooler, she's going to approach further.
All right. So, Sky, are you climbing further into the building, into Todd's Whiskey to help, or what?
Yes, and so is it basically a straight shot from where I am to where the
Yes,
thief
from where
is?
you are at, it's directly in front of you. You can see this humanoid shape. From their perspective, they still kind of have to curve around the bar counter.
When Down, gets in range or whatever, to notice Sky, or she just does, she just gives a silent nod in recognition.
Which Sky returns.
All right, so, Ari, you're approaching this doorway, right?
Yeah.
Keep going. All right, so when you finally round, sorry, gotta move a bit. When you finally round the corner of the bar counter, also hi. When you finally round the corner of the bar counter, you see a vague humanoid shape. He is standing on two legs, dressed in all black pants, black shirt, black face mask, black what's called the ski mask. Face mask is in those things that doctors wear, the thing that covers their mouth, that thing, along with a ski mask obscuring their face. Just dressed in all black, he appears to have a burlap sack hunched over his back now.
And a fashionable black hat.
On his way out. What was that, Sky?
And a fashionable black hat.
Sure. Yeah. He's wearing a black fedora as well. You can assume that he has a neck beard. So that is a description of this humanoid that you see on the other side. And as he was moving, he notices you, and he basically jumps up in an alarm. Yeah, but a ski mask and one of those little mask thingies. But yeah, kind of like that. He jumps up in surprise and goes, "Oh yeah." Wait, no. Hey there. How may I be of assistance?
Is there any other exits in the room?
In your room or his room?
His
that
room.
You can see? His room that you can see? No, because you're staring in only this one direction. But
Okay.
there could be.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So from where you're standing, you can't see any other plausible exits. Generic person. All right. So he jumps up in surprise at seeing a griffin along with another griffin, along with even further back a giant furball.
I'm not sure about
But he responds with like, how can I help you? As he nonchalantly tries to put the burlap sack behind him, obviously not covering it up well.
Are you Santa? Micaiah should know about this.
Too bad she's not here. Too bad she's not another part of the cast.
I didn't know it was Christmas in Bryn.
Well, you're inside. You're inside, so you'd have to go back outside and look to see if there's another entrance. So, Arya, you were saying?
He's going to point the rapier toward the bag and smile.
She's gonna smile.
She's gonna smile.
All right. So he, after seeing that, is gonna respond with. He's gonna start looking left and right, shuffling his eyes for anything really. He's gonna look back at you and go, "Is there anything that I can help you with, Miss?" Drop it. Drop what?
Or I
What
could
are
leave
you
you in
talking
this
about?
room to die.
What was that?
Or I could leave you in this room to die.
I prefer not to die right now, if that's okay with you. It's all the same. I was just on my way out, actually. Just gonna go over here. He
Well,
motions with his head to the right of his right.
and we're at his left, right?
Well, you're facing him. You guys are facing each other, so his right would be your left. So yeah.
All right.
So like back towards the front door, that side of the wall.
Huh.
So that he says, "Just be on my way," then pointing that way.
Down isn't gonna turn her gaze. She's gonna still look at him steel-eyed.
All right, so he's gonna slowly start to, like still facing you, do the crab walk thing, like stretch one leg and then bring the other towards it,
I actually
while
have a
also
question.
dragging his burlap sack.
I have a question. I want to do something, but I need to know this. Would it be possible, in any way, shape, or form, to stab the rapier through the sack and just basically
Freeze it?
disarm it from him?
Well, if you were to attack the sack, you would probably spill out the contents of it. But is that what you were going for? Just to make sure he doesn't get anything?
She knows well that there might be something complicated in there. Something valuable, maybe.
So you were asking what exactly? If it's not to cut open the bag.
Or attack his
Actually, let me
hand.
rephrase this. What material is the wall?
What material is the wall? Regular wood. Construction
Okay,
wood.
she wants
regular.
to pin the sack to the wall with the rapier.
So you want to stab the bag, go through the bag, and stab it hard enough to where you stab it against the wall so that it gets stuck, so that he can't take it. All right, so I'm going to say yes, but you're going to have to throw your sword, unless you're actually lunging towards him. Is that what you're doing?
Lunging.
All right, so you're going to lunge at him. So as he slowly starts to, shuffle his way out, dragging the sack behind him, you pounce at the opportunity, driving your sword through the bag towards the wall behind him. It works. The bag is now stuck in the wall. However, with this surprising event to him, he goes, and he essentially falls over on the ground, clutching his chest,
Oh no.
going limp, and he's just there on the ground.
He was a lich. The bag was his phylactery.
That's exactly it.
Oh no!
We've got a winner! Ding 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 ding.
Arya's the lich killer.
No. But that is what happens after you do that. He just kind of goes there and falls over on the ground and goes limp. How do react?
Don is gonna approach to where he and Arya are situated.
Alright. So
Just
you're all in this back room now. So
Not sure how to react.
And Downs is gonna pick him up. It's by the scruff collar, whatever.
all right. And what are you gonna do?
Oh, she's just gonna pick him up, really. See how he reacts to that.
Give him a good shake.
Yeah, a little bit of a shake.
A little bit of a shake. So he's still limp. He doesn't respond with anything. He's just, as far as you can tell, he's just like dead. Unless you want to check.
Yeah, can I roll insight or medicine to see if he's actually dead, which I highly doubt?
Yes, you can roll a medicine check to see if he's actually dead.
He accidentally
No
threw
insight?
cyanide.
Okay, medicine.
He took a pill of cyanide and he took a pill of happiness. Oh.
Remembering what happened with my last medicine check. 11.
Oh, it's not that hard. Don't worry about it. You can easily tell he's faking.
He's dead. Oh.
No, shut up. He's dead.
No, he is dead.
But what? It's super easy. Just like putting your ear to his chest, you can clearly tell that his heart is still beating. He's faking it, obviously. However, let's go down. Make me a perception check. Just down. Just Monica.
Just down.
How?
Just down.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. All right. So you see, as you are looking at him and inspecting his body, you can tell that his hand was slowly creeping towards his pocket. And that is what you see happening. How do you react?
She's just going to say, don't.
You see the hand stop moving. But after a second of not moving, you see it slowly start to creep back towards its pocket.
Okay. Can I look up? Well, of course I can. But
yes, you can look up. Don't worry.
Roll to look up.
You don't need to roll to look up.
Roll acrobatics.
You don't need to only look in the direction that your name implies.
So how's the ceiling looking other than on fire?
It seems to be on fire. It seems to be kind of stable. However, the flames seem to be slowly making their way towards the first floor's roof. It seems to be like it's slowly getting there. Corners of this room, the corners are starting to become a little charred. And Sky, you rounding around the building, you do in fact find this exit from the other side, from outside.
Well, while holding him and watching him very closely, she's going to try to put her shield on her back to leave her other talon free. What are hands?
All right. So, Sky, you are on the other side of this building. Was that to open the door quietly?
Yeah, or a door, window, or whichever.
It's a door. So, yes, you do, in fact, sneakily open this door. No sounds, no nothing. So,
Really?
yeah, so from the other side of the door, both Arya and Down, you can both see that Sky has opened this door. Down, you still see that this person was reaching toward that pocket.
Okay.
But first, hold on. Firstly, Arya, you heard Down just say, "Don't."
Yeah, and I actually was going to respond to that because Arya was going to take a peek in the bag, and that stopped her. Wait, don't what?
Down is gonna kind of give like a side glance and just like you know what I mean, like not exactly a side like
yeah, I know what you mean.
You're giving her the side eye, like really, bitch.
and just shake her head slightly, turning back to the guy, and and she's gonna keep an eye on that hand. Is it moving anymore?
No, it stopped.
What happened here? Did you kill him?